and welcome to Country Life Simple. In my last video I showed you what I'm going to take for my 6 weeks holiday in Germany over Christmas with my family. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below and you can have a look at that. And today I'm going to show you what I'm going to pack in my carry-on. Just as a reminder for those who haven't seen the last video, I'm going on a 6 weeks trip to Germany to spend Christmas with my family for the first time. Well, Christmas is actually the first time in nearly 20 years we celebrate together, and I haven't seen my family in over 4 years thanks to the pandemic. So I'm really looking forward to the trip, and I haven't traveled for quite a while, which is a bit scary. I'm just seeing that the camera seems to be not very straight, so I'm just adjusting that slightly. Hopefully that's better. And on Monday, I'm going to go from Rockhampton to Brisbane, have a quite long layover there. I've got about 8 hours in Brisbane. So it's also important on what I'm going to wear during my flight, so I'll show that to you as well. Let's start with that. So when I leave here, it's going to be about 34 degrees. They're actually predicting 36 for Monday, so quite hot. And although I will be sitting in the car and I will be in the airport, it's still, you know, walking to and from and changing from the domestic terminal to the international terminal. I will be outside a fair bit as well, so it's going to be hot. And I don't want to get into the plane all sweaty. So I'm going to wear, this is my underwear I'm going to wear. It's a cami with a built-in bra. So no wires, doesn't close, it doesn't sort of pop up or down, it's just really comfortable. So I'm going to wear this one. And then I'm going to wear my not so pretty but really necessary compression socks for a 24-hour flight. Then I'm going to wear this t-shirt, which is just a short sleeve cotton shirt. And I'm going to wear my plum culottes. So that'll look quite nice. And then I'm going to have the jumper over my shoulders. Then once I get to Brisbane and have changed airport from the domestic to the international terminal and have checked in my checked-in luggage, which I have looked. So last time I said I've got about 10 kilos of presents, and I packed my checked-in luggage already, and it weighs 14 kilos. So really not much at all actually. And this was the first time I'm using packing cubes, and I can't really show you how I packed because I've got all the presents in there as well. Maybe I'll show you on the way back. I'll show you another video of how I actually packed this. But those packing cubes are awesome. I didn't think I would like them, and I bought myself a cheap set because I thought, oh, well, I'll try it and see how I go. Love them. They go really, really well. I could put heaps of stuff in there, so I've got a large one in my carry-on, which contains my vest and all my thick jumpers. And then I've got a medium-sized one in my carry-on, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And I've got another small one, which I still have here, that contains my underwear and nighties. So for carry-on, a maximum of 7 kilos are allowed, and a maximum of 115 centimeters around the suitcase is allowed. This one is a Flylight carry-on suitcase. It is 50 centimeters in length. It is 36 centimeters wide, and it is 26 centimeters across, deep, and it weighs 2 kilos and has a capacity of 50 liters. So it is quite spacious, and I'll show you what I'm going to pack in this one. Once I have arrived in Brisbane, I will change from the domestic to the international terminal, and then I still have about 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours time until I depart to my 14.5 flight to Dubai. Before I'm going to board the flight, I'm going to take out my mid-sized packing cube, and I'm going to take one of these long sleeve shirts, and I'm going to wear that instead of the short sleeve shirt. If I'm really cold, I also have my thin merino shirt here, and I definitely will wear the merino leggings underneath those culottes because those culottes are quite thin. and I don't want to be cold during the flight. So these will keep me warm, but I don't want to wear those ones when it's 36 degrees. I also have a scarf which goes on top, and I'm going to wear that around my neck because I sometimes get cold around the neck and then the neck gets all stiff. I have even worn it around my head if it's really cold and those air vents blast on me, which I find really uncomfortable. I normally turn them off, but you never know what people next to me do. Once I'm in Dubai, I've got 3 hours layover, and I've got another pair of jeans done at the bottom here, and I can put on a fresh shirt and a fresh set of underwear. I'll probably have a shower if there's enough time, and feel freshen up for another 7-hour flight to Frankfurt. So the next thing in my hand luggage is gonna be toiletries, and I've got 2 toiletries bag. I've got the liquids bag, I'll show you in a second, and I've got the bag I do not have to take out and show to security. So what do I have in here? I've got masks, face masks, because we all need to wear them. And I think these days you have to wear them on planes, but I'm not 100% sure. I do take a few pads, and they are just sort of, I can feel a bit more refreshed if I can't have a shower. Just replacing that is easier than replacing underwear, especially if I wear 2 pairs of pants, and it just feels fresher. I've got some face wipes for freshening up or removing any makeup, or after I've slept. I don't really like washing my face in the plane sinks. They're just yuck, as we all know. So I use those, and they are coconut scented. Nice and tropical, going to a German winter holiday. The same with this deodorant. This is a deodorant stick. There is no liquid in it. It's not a roller, it's an actual stick. And this is coconut vanilla scented. It contains shea butter, sunflower oil, tapioca starch, sodium bicarbonate, and coconut oil, some clay, rosemary, eucalyptus, and tea tree. And then it says coconut and vanilla flavor. I'm not going to try to eat it. So that will fresh me up as well. Super important when you travel, especially on long flights. Soap. This is Exit soap, stain remover. And I always have that in my handbag normally. That's why it sort of looks a bit, yep. This is actually a few years old, but if I do have a stain on my shirt, I can just wet this a little bit, go on my shirt, and you know, any red wine stains or food stains will come out, and I'm not looking like I can't eat. And of course, these days, what we have to take as well, although I always travel with them, is wet wipes for disinfecting hands, and also the tray table of the plane before I eat or put anything on there. I've got a comb. I will travel with curly hair. That is definitely easier to manage, and I've got a hair tie just in case. Obviously, it's a long flight. The air is going to be dry, so one of the important things is a chapstick. I normally use pawpaw ointment, which is really good and moisturizing, but because it's quite thick, I normally have to put it on my lips. I don't want to do that during the flight because I have to disinfect my hands every time I do it, so I'm going to just take a normal chapstick like this. Then to look a little bit more like a person and not like a person who has not had any sleep for a long time, I have taken some powder. I use powder instead of liquid makeup so I can travel with it easier. It's just a nice sort of mid-coverage powder, and it's got a little spongy thingy in here I can put it on with. I also have my eyeliner and eyeshadow sticks, so they're actual sticks, and I'll just have to put this on my eye, and then I go over it with a little brush to blend it in, and that's my eyes done. If I don't have any color in my face, which can happen after such a long flight, I've got some blush and my blush brush. I would have liked a smaller one, but that's the only one I have. And a little lipstick, which, if you have color on your lips, You just feel better, especially once you get out of the plane and travel, you know, later on. And then most important thing, my toothbrush with a little protector thing on there. So that's my first toiletry bag. So for international travel, you have to have a small clear toiletry bag for all your liquids, aerosols and creams. Australia is quite strict. I think in America you don't have to put creams in this one, but in Australia you do. I think from memory they can't be bigger than a litre bag. I'm not sure how big this one is, but it's definitely less than a litre. I think they're supposed to be 25 centimeters by 15, I believe. And any of the items in the bag can't be more than 100 mils. So if even if the item is like 120 mils but it's half empty, you can't take it. They will chuck it out. So everything needs to be under 100 mil. So what do I have in here? I have taken a face sheet mask with hyaluronic acid and collagen, which is really, really moisturizing. Not planning to wear this on the plane. I know some people do. I have seen that. I'm not one of them. But if I do get to the hotel and my my checked-in luggage hasn't arrived, I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to put this on because this will moisturize my face after the long flight. So that is coming. And I'm not 100% sure if it is a liquid or not because it's kept in a liquid, that sheet. But I thought better safe than sorry. Then I also have hyaluronic acid and caffeine under eye recovery mask. So they just go under my eye. They will be very, very comfortable after the flight because normally I will get quite dark rings under my eye after such a long flight. So again, once I get to the hotel, I put these on, and when I wake up, I look like a new person. What else do I have in here? I've got a couple of calming creams, which were just some samples I have been given. Thought, yep, always samples, they're small and they're thin, they're good. I also got a sample here of a serum, a collagen serum. There's like 2 little capsules in here, so I'm going to take that. And I've got mouthwash, and I just want to check that this is definitely under 100 ml. Oh, yep, 60 mils of mouthwash. And of course, toothpaste. So a small packet of toothpaste. This one is at 40 grams, 40 mils. Then I have a face cream. This is a first aid face cream. It's super moisturizing. I just put it in this little container. This will just be enough for the couple of flights, my night in Frankfurt, until I have some time to go to the shops and buy some face cream over there. I also have this cream here, cacao butter with vitamin E. It's a super moisturizing cream, and I can use it for my hands, for my arms, for my neck and my chest area. It's super moisturizing and it feels really nice. And then I have this one here, I Spy by Bondi Sands, which is an eye cream with vitamin C and green coffee beans. So again, this eye cream will help the dark circles to disappear, and I can wear that during the flight, not like the patches which you actually will see, but this one I can just, tap on carefully when I brush my teeth and after I've washed my hands and things like that, to try and not have too many dark circles. I also have a little, again, that was just a little sample. It's called Glow, Watermelon Glow Dew Drops with niacinamide. Very moisturizing. It's just like a little pump spray, just to sort of, put a little bit of freshness in my face. Then I have curl cream. So my curls, normally when I wash my hair and I've got curly hair, they do stay curly. I normally only have to go through my hair with a bit of water, and I can use a little bit of that so that, if I lean on the seat all day long, it can get a bit flat, so I can just freshen it up with my curl cream. And this is a little silicone container. I've got a whole heap of these. I really like these. I have them in different sizes. It's easy to dispense. They're soft. They hold quite a bit of volume, but they're less than, this one I think it's only 50 ml. The other ones I have, which I normally use for when I travel for work, they're 100 ml, and I've got my shampoo, conditioner, body lotion, etc. in there, sunscreen. So yep, definitely going to take that so my hair doesn't look like I just slept. And what also is quite important when you fly on a long flight is sunscreen. So believe it or not, when you sit next to the window, you can get sunburn. Because the radiation from the sun is quite strong. I'm trying not to sit on the window. The window seat is the seat with the most germs. And also I don't want to have to ask two people to get up so I can go to the bathroom. I normally try to get an aisle seat, but just in case, I've got some sunscreen. And this is sunscreen which is for the face 50 plus. It's just a little sample. And then I've got some eyebrow gel, which is just like a mascara for eyebrows, because my eyebrows are non-existing, not like now. If I don't put this on, you can't see that I have eyebrows. And without eyebrows, I feel not like a whole person. I also got a little mascara, again, just to, feel like a normal person. And I've got this roll on here. It's lavender and peppermint oil, a roll on. And this is against headaches normally. So you can put it on here when you have headaches. I also use it sometimes in planes. You have people who get motion sickness and they vomit, or you're near the toilet, you sit near the toilets and it stinks. And I put it underneath my nose and I just smell lavender and peppermint, which relaxes and it smells nice compared to a lot of the other stuff on the plane. So yeah, this is my second little toiletry bag with all my liquids. I don't think that there is a maximum of liquids you can take. As long as it fits in the bag, it should be good. And then the last little bag I have, this is my medication bag. I'm not on any medication, but obviously during a flight you don't want to get sick. I had it before that I had to go to the pharmacy in Dubai or Abu Dhabi and try to explain what I had, and it's really difficult because obviously those words are different in another language. So I thought, no, I'm getting everything before I leave. So I've got a packet of tissues, which I always need as well. I don't get travel sick, but I haven't traveled for such a long period of time for a long time. So I've got some Travel Calm, which are ginger tablets, and they reduce symptoms of travel sickness, including nausea. So I've got those. I've got some tablets against migraines. I do sometimes get really bad migraines, not very often anymore, but when I do get them, they feel like my head hit the concrete wall numerous times and I get nauseated and I can vomit from a migraine. So I've got a migraine tablet against headache, nausea and vomiting. Then I have these little ones, these chewy ones, which are peppermint flavor. They're basically just against a heartburn, rapid relief against heartburn and acid indigestion. So when you eat in planes, you sometimes feel bloated. That is totally normal. I try to eat, foods which don't really bloat too much, but I normally after I eat something in the plane, I have one of those and it just feels better. A schnapps will help as well, but they don't always give you schnapps in the plane. And then I just took a few of these rather than the whole packet. So I've got these are Voltaren. I have an issue with my leg at the moment. I'm taking Voltaren. I actually put Voltaren cream on, but because I don't want to take any more liquids and the Voltaren gel is too large to take. So I've got Voltaren tablets. I've got just normal painkillers like paracetamol, Nurofen kind of thing. I've got a day and night cold and flu medication, just this one, which is basically just 2 days worth. But just in case I do get cold in the plane and I do feel congested, I'd much rather take those. And then I do have hay fever at times, so I've got 2 different hay fever medications. It depends on what sort of hay fever I do get. I get hay fever from pollen. I also can get like a hay fever from dust and dryness. So I need different medications for that. And then this one is Buscopan for cramps. And then I've got some melatonin. So melatonin doesn't get sold over the counter here in Australia, so I had to actually get a script from my doctor for it. It is normally a sleeping pill, but it does help you with jet lag. Because we're 9 hours apart between, from Australia to Germany. It will help me sleep at the right point in time. So I did take one of those the other night when I traveled for work, just to see if I have any adverse reactions. And I didn't. I actually slept really, really well. I went to bed at, I think 8:45, which is not unusual for me, but I went to bed at 8:45 and I fell asleep straight away, which again isn't unusual for me. But normally I wake up 4:30 is normally the time I wake up. I normally get up at 5. I actually slept until nearly 6:30 and I was late at work because we start at 7. I wouldn't have thought that. And it was a good sleep. It was a restful sleep, no dreams. It was really good. So I'm going to take that when I board the plane to go from Frankfurt to Dubai. And I hope that I can catch some sleep. So this is my little medication bag. Then I have a little, and I don't think I've put anything in here just yet. Oh yeah, some presents actually, so I can't show you. I'll take the presents out. This is a little jewelry case I'm going to put in my carry-on as well. And it's got a little mirror here, and it's got some space here for rings or earrings, and here as well. And then I can put some necklaces in here, and it's quite handy. And I can put this in my suitcase. Alright, now I'll show you what else I take in my carry-on luggage. One of the most important things I would suggest you take during a long haul flight is a bottle of water. I only drink cold water. I cannot stand room temperature water. I won't drink it. And I don't want to ring the little bell every hour for the flight attendant to come and give me some water. So I'll take the empty bottle with me through security, and then I'll buy a probably, I don't know, $8 bottle of water and fill it in here. This is metal. This will keep it cold. This will keep it cold for 15 hours. This is really good. And it's a decent amount as well. Obviously, I still drink water when they serve it, but I don't have to, ask for a tiny glass of water every hour because they're only quite small in planes and you need to keep hydrated. So I'm going to take that. Then I'm going to take, okay, I'll just go through what I have lying here. I'm going to take another big packet of wipes, wet wipes or alcohol wipes. And these are mainly to disinfect the area where I'm going to be sitting. So I'm going to disinfect my tray table. The other one, the small one, that's more for my hands. This one is definitely for tray table and the armrests and potentially the bathroom when I want to use it. There's 50 wipes in here, so this will last. Then I have more face masks. These are actually a new kind of face mask. They are much lighter material, a nice light material. They're quite breathable one side but not the other side. So I'm going to take a set of more face masks. I keep them in a plastic bag. I actually will have several plastic bags, so I have some Ziploc bags I'm going to take, and once I have worn one, it goes into the used bag, so I've got only clean ones in one bag. But yeah, they're 3 reusable face masks. These ones will be a lot more comfortable during the flight because the other ones I showed you, they will let no air in and they will be horrible to wear during a flight. tissues, because I always need tissues. I've got a headset. So this headset is foldable and it's got a cord. I do have Bluetooth ones, but this one has a cord, so I can actually plug it into the plane, and I've got an adapter as well, so I can use, you know, if I need to use the adapter. What I like about these, they actually go around my ears in their entirety. So sometimes with headphones, I do have a small head, but sometimes with headphones they sit sort of right on your ear, and I do wear earrings as well. These sit really around the ear, so very comfortable, and they do fold up quite nicely. And they actually have quite good sound quality too, I have to say. I also got an inflatable neck pillow, which I'm not going to inflate right now, but I quite like them because, you know, they fold down to nothing. They've got two valve systems, so basically once the air is in, it can't come out unless it's broken. The cover can be removed and can be washed, which is also important. And once it's inflated, I can basically sit straight and put my head on either side without having to lean on somebody or something, because I don't want to sit next to the window. A lot of people prefer the larger ones, the memory foam ones, but they're just too big for me. So this folds down quite neatly, and it's pretty thin. And like I said, I can wash it. And then I bought myself, I'm not quite sure if I'm game enough to actually put it on, but I'll show you what it is. It's a Bluetooth sleep headphone mask. So it's got a little Velcro at the back, and it's got indentations where your eyes go, and it's got headphones here. So they're Bluetooth headphones. Got the remotes here, and it's got a cord somewhere where you can charge it. So what I'm planning to do, once I have eaten and drunk a little bottle of wine and potentially a Jack Daniels or two, and have taken my melatonin tablet, I'm gonna put this on and we'll listen to. So my head is quite small, so the earphones are actually behind my ears. They're not right on my ears because I've got a really small head. But anyway, I will put that on and listen to some relaxing music or bird chirping or something which I like to listen to, and hopefully fall asleep without having to listen to people and airplane noises. It comes with the user manual obviously, but I also have a couple of earplugs as well. So that should help me sleep. I always wear face masks during the night anyway, so that's not unusual for me. But yeah, this one goes around the ears and I can block out noise. Then I've got a little bag of electronics. So in here I have my adapter for charging. This is a all around the world adapter. It's got two USBs here. This is the Australian plug where I can plug all my Australian stuff in, and it comes undone, and then I can use it for a different country. And then I take this one out and put it on here, and I can use it for Germany. This is the German plug. Probably do not necessarily need it in my carry-on, but if I'm, you know, I'm 8 hours in Brisbane and 3 hours in Dubai, I might be want to charging something. Or like I said, if my suitcase does get lost, I got it with me. I also got a power bank, so that should keep me going for a while. And then I normally use for traveling, I use this, which is a basic plug with all of my cords I need. So I've got one for the power bank, I've got one for my Samsung phone, I've got one for my iPad, and this one here will charge my earphones in the sleep mask as well as the other earphones. Got another set of earphones here. So yeah, I only need one plug, which I like. I used to travel with a big power board. Don't have to do that anymore. This is really handy. And I always have this set up and travel with it. I also bought this little flex thing. So I can use this if I want to, you know, have my iPad in a certain way, or, you know, my phone or something, because I don't have a case where I can stand it up. So I can use that, but it does fold flat, super thin, weighs nothing, and that's what's in my electronics bag. I'm also going to take some chewing gum, peppermint chewing gum, which A, it refreshes, and B, it's good for when the plane goes up and down to help plopping my ears. And I'm going to take my reading glasses because I want to read. I take a little foldable shopping bag just in case I don't know, I want to buy something or something like that. And I'm going to take pen, super important. You will need to fill out some sort of paperwork. Love this pen. This is a Lamy pen from Germany, and it writes in black, blue, pencil and red. Sometimes official documents need to be signed in black, so yeah, I've got only one pen. I'll take a notebook. I take my diary. I'm taking my vaccination certificates. They're really important these days. You do need to travel with an international one for, you know what. I'm also taking a book. I'm just taking the book, I'm going to read it on the plane, and then I'm going to leave it with my family, and one of them can read it. I think I have read this book before, but normally that's what I do. And I hope this isn't actually one which I have taken back here. I hope I'm taking it the other way around. Some more face masks. And little Janus, he comes with me as well. So this is, and then obviously, yeah, my phones, my phone and my iPad. So this is all what I'm going to take in my carry-on. Oh, one thing I've forgotten is my jacket. That goes in my little carry-on suitcase as well. I won't need that until I reach Frankfurt, but then I will need it. And like I said, if my suitcase doesn't arrive, I do have it. Am I leaning again? Yes, I was leaning, wasn't I? So, because my carry-on bag is a bag which needs to go in the overhead locker, it's a little carry case. I can't have it under the seat in front of me because of two reasons. A, I wanted to use this one because in my domestic flight I cannot actually use a different bag, and I can't put two bags under my seat. Like I've still got my handbag, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And the other reason is that in Brisbane I have a 8-hour layover, and on my way back I've got a 7-hour layover in Dubai. I do not want to have like a duffel bag or something around my shoulders. I want just something I can pull. So this one is good, but obviously that means there's a whole heap of stuff I might want to use during the flight, like my toiletries, the book and things like that, which I don't necessarily want to carry around in my handbag because that is quite small. So what I do, I purchased one of these little bags here. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce this. It's Nere, N-E-R-E, and it's a fold-up tote bag. So it folds down. I didn't fold it very nicely. The girls in the shop hated to fold them back in, and I said, don't worry about it, it's easy. I tried to, and it looks a bit not that perfect, but that's okay. So once I open this bag up and take it all out, and I actually have a similar one as a duffel bag as well, which I take with me when I travel for work to Brisbane sometimes when I want to go shopping in Brisbane. So once I open this up, it's quite a generous sized tote bag, as you can see, and it's got the little compartment where the bag was in. I don't know if you can see this, which is a little zip bag, and then the entire bag has a zip as well. So what I'm going to do is all of these small items I just showed you, the 2 toiletry bags, well, the toiletry bag and the bag with the medication, as well as the electronics, the reading glasses, the headphones, and all of these sort of things, which I don't need while I'm in stopover, but I want to use during the flight. They will all go into this bag in my carry-on suitcase. And then once I'm going to my seat, all I have to do is just open the suitcase, just quickly take out this bag, put in the liquid toiletry bag, because I have to take that out and show it during security, and put this one underneath my seat. And I'm done. I've got all the things I want. And then when we have landed, again, I can take this, put it back in my little suitcase. I don't have to carry anything. I don't have to carry anything in my little backpack or my little handbag. Everything is in that suitcase. So I find that really handy. It's also quite handy if, you know, I travel, like I walk through Germany and I want to go shopping. I can put shopping in here. So yeah, I really like this bag. So additional to the suitcase with all those items, I'm also going to take a little backpack, and I have chosen this PackSafe convertible backpack. This is a backpack which converts into a crossbody bag, and I can, during my travel, I can wear it on my back because I've got 2 suitcases in each hand. So I want to have my hands free for my you know, I don't want to have another handbag. But while I'm in Germany and, you know, going to see my family and friends, I can use this as a crossbody bag or as a backpack as well. This is an anti-theft backpack / crossbody bag. What does this mean? It means the front pocket, I'm not 100% convinced that it is super safe. You close the zip, and there's a little bit of a thing here where you're supposed to put the zip under, and really hard to show you. It's actually really fiddly. So the zip goes under this, and then, you know, you can't just unzip it. You need to go underneath there again. But I find it actually easier to open it with one hand than to close it. So I don't find this bottom one too safe. I'm just gonna put wet wipes in here and tissues and stuff like that. If somebody wants to steal my wet wipes, so be it. You can't access the rest of the backpack through these bags. So yeah, I can even put boarding passes or something in here. Then up here, it's got, I'll show you the inside first. So this is the inside. Well, it's quite large. It's got several pockets and little zip bags. This one here is RFI safe, so I could put my passport in here, but I won't worry with that. Once I close this, I have all my things in here and I close the zip, I can do one of 2 things. I can lock it here, and I could, I don't know, put a little lock here or something, but then I can't open it easily. What I will be doing is I'll lock it up the top here, and then here where my straps are, this actually opens up, it slides, then the zip goes in here, and you can't open it. Like, you need to open this first, and then you need to open the zips. So nobody can open this. I would notice if somebody would open this, somebody would play on it while I'm wearing it. I would definitely notice that. It also got another bag at the back here, and that's again the same one as like at the front. But while I'm wearing it, you know, I've got that against my back. I definitely would feel that if somebody would access this. So, and this actually, with this, I can access the entire bag. But yeah, it's got that little thing here to put it through. And then you can't just slide it open, you have to slide it through like this. So I can wear this as a backpack like this. are also, the material is slash proof. There's stainless steel in the, yeah, I can't think of the name. There's stainless steel in here, so you can't slash through it, you can't cut it. And these little ones here, they lock as well. So once they're locked, you can't undo them. You need to actually unlock them first, so they can't just be clipped off. Once I'm in Germany and I want to use this as a crossbody bag, I firstly take the straps off. Then it folds, this was the backpack, it folds down like this. And those two zips go in this secure hook here. And the strap goes on this. And voila, I have a crossbody bag. I can open this side once I undo this, or I can access it from here. I still got the secure lock here. I can even, if I want to, and I will while I'm in Germany, I will actually hook this zip into here and lock it, so you really can't open it up. But if I want to, you know, take my wallet out or something, just unclip it, open it up, et voila, there will be my wallet. And yeah, it is quite spacious. So I think this is a good little backpack. I've never used this company before, this brand, but yeah, it's a nice size. It's not too heavy, because I don't want to wear anything too heavy and don't want to look like I'm taking lots of stuff with me. So that's my little handbag. And I also got a matching wallet. It's an RFI safe wallet, so my cards cannot be scanned through this. It's got the material where, you know, you can't scan cards. And I've got my frequent flyer card, my credit card, and I also got the SIM card. So I bought from Australia Post. They had an offer of a international roaming SIM for only $3.75 for 50 minutes of calls or text messages, including talk and text. So, and it can be recharged as well, and this is for Germany. So it's an Australian phone number, so if my family would ring, they would actually ring Australia, even though I would be in Germany. But I can ring my husband here in Australia, or I can ring anybody in my family for not much money. Like I said, 50 minutes or 50 texts, and I can recharge it, so I can, you know, put some more money on. So I've got that in here. I still got some euro from last time. I got my passport in here. Obviously that's one of the most important documents. And in my passport, I've got another copy of my international vaccination certificate. And that's really all I have in here at this stage. And I'm not really planning to put anything else here. I like that the passport actually fits in it quite nicely. I've got a couple of coins here. So I got some euro coins. And that's it. It's a little wristlet. I will wear it like this when I'm at the airport and I'm going through security and things like that, and I have to show my passport. But any other time I would not be. I will have it in my bag, definitely. And that's all I had for you today. So I hope it gave you some ideas on what to take on a long haul flight, either overseas or even, you know, there's some longer flights within Australia as well, although not quite as long. I probably will not be able to do a lot of videos while I'm over there, and I want to protect the privacy of my family as well. But I might be able to do a couple of short ones. I definitely will do a packing one when I come back, because then I won't have any presents for anybody except for my husband, but he normally doesn't watch my videos. So that's okay. And yeah, if you have any questions, just put a comment down below. If you think I've forgotten something, let me know. If you think I've taken too much, let me know as well. I'm curious to hear what you think. In regards to temperatures, like I said earlier, I'm leaving at about 36 degrees. I found out that by the time I arrive, it's only going to be 3 degrees maximum daytime temperature. So I hope I have enough warm clothes, but like I said, I can just put everything on top of each other and I should be fine. And I'm staying with family, so worst case scenario, I'm sure I can borrow another jumper or another jacket. That's probably my only sort of concern. The jacket isn't very thick, so I might need a warmer jacket. But if I have all these clothes underneath, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. So yeah, any more questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you all when I get back. Bye. A small eye cream, Ice Pie by Bondi Sands. This is a vitamin C with green coffee bean ice cream. I also have a blow up neck pillow. I'm not going to blow it up now.